What's going on, guys? This video is going to be all about setting goals in 2018 and how important it is to give yourself these objective and somewhat subjective outcomes that you can achieve over the course of 2018. So just like exercise programming, goal setting, in my opinion, needs a system and a structure in order to hold you accountable and promote adherence. Before we begin, I do want to say that like years, months, hours, these are all like somewhat social constructs that we made up. So my advice is to really just not wait till 2018 and do something straight away. Sometimes you do have to wait till 2018. Maybe it's like, I don't know, like a new job thing, and this job is closed over the break. But for the most part, I think that you should make an effort to start your goals ASAP. Like, I know people that, 6 months into the year go, you know what, I'll just start in 2019. And I'm like, in last year, 2018. I can see into the future. But yeah, and I'm just like, what? You still got 6 months? So start straight away, do not wait. So the first tip I'm gonna give you is to actually begin your goal setting and start it backwards. All good things need to come to an end, and I think it's really important to have a fundamental understanding of where things are going and where you wanna end up. For instance, if you wanna use this as an example, if you wanna lose 15 kilos for the entire year, which some people are like, I need to lose more than 15 kilos, but that's fine. We'll just look at how I go about working this out. That's 1.25 kilograms a month, or just under 300 grams a week. If you want to use or lose double that, I should say, let's say you want to lose 30 kilos, that only works out to just over half a kilo a week, and 2.5 kilos a month. And a lot of the time, like, people are like, well, look, it's really hard to lose weight. And I'm like, well, yeah, like, everything's hard. Everything that you want to achieve is going to be hard, especially with reference to your physiology. Like, we have systems in place to maintain homeostasis. So that means like the body does not want to change. It's really hard to gain muscle and it's really hard to lose fat. So what we have to do as individuals is figure out ways to just keep ourselves motivated and adhere to whatever intervention we're doing, so we can steer the course and lose a desired weight, or the weight that we would like to lose within the year or whatever. You need to make your goals realistic. Like, you're not going to be Instagram ripped tomorrow. And as mentioned, we have mechanisms in place in order to keep us from changing. So think about it. When you shiver, you get cold, and when you sweat, when you're hot, you sweat. And this is in order to maintain like the body's perceived normality. You can even reference like body fat set point. So don't set impossible to reach goals. However, don't go thinking like, oh my God, I'm never gonna be super lean or jacked, so what's the point? That is the wrong way to be. It's like some people do like the whole genetics cop out. We're like, oh my God, like my genetics are never gonna be fantastic. What's the point of me training? Well, I've got news for you. There's a huge point in you training. I actually feel like you should pretend like you are Arnold and you're going to be massive. That's how I sort of feel like people should train. Because chances are, if you train like you're going to be a beast, you will become the biggest beast that you can be. And same people who say like, I'm never gonna be able to lose weight, well, of course not. You've gone in with the wrong attitude. You need to diet and train like you're going to be like shredded tomorrow. Or maybe not, but you know what I mean? Like, you need to diet and train with intent and purpose. Not like, I'll probably never achieve anything, so what's the point? That you've set yourself up for failure. Another important point to make is that your goals need to be flexible. And you need to give yourself some ranges. So if you want to lose 10 kilo, how about you go with 10 to 15 kilo? Sort of overestimate, because chances are that when you lose 10 kilo, or let's say 8 to 12 kilo, you've got yourself a range, and you're not going to feel like you failed if you got to 10 kilos or whatever. Or if you got to like, let's say, if you got to like 9 kilos and your goal was 10, you're like, oh my God. So give yourself 8 to 12 kilos, or just give yourself a range. Like, you might be up there in higher ranges. So give yourself like, if you want to lose a substantial amount of weight, go like 20 to 30 kilo, just anywhere in between there. Anything like that. These are just examples, of course. I don't know you, and I don't know what you are doing. You're probably having a shit working this in the toilet. Another thing too, like I did this with exercise programs. Like, I give people, let's say we're doing like a rep range of 8 to 10. I give them a range because it allows for auto-regulation in the program. Let's say they do an exercise at a perceived rate of exertion of whatever perceived rate of exertion we're going for, and they hit 9 reps. And we have a reps in reserve of 2, or 1 to 2 again, and we have a perceived rate of exertion of 7 to 8.5 or something like that. I'm pretty iffy with the intensity stuff. Like, I like to be quite stringent with it. Let's say we've given you all these ranges. If you hit 9 reps and you're within these ranges, then that's great. You didn't fail at the program, and you didn't fail, well, you never fail at the program, but like you didn't, it's built in a way that we can allow for progression every single week. Also, you need to understand that your goals are probably going to change, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Another really important tip is to tell people about your goals. I don't know why people are like, nah, I can't tell you what I want to do. What is wrong with you? Just tell people what you would like to achieve in 2018. Tell people that you trust, because a lot of the time, like, you're gonna have that one person who's like, man, that's a bit stupid. Like, screw them. Just work towards things that you would like to achieve. Let's say let's say you want to lose 20 kilos. You go up to your work colleagues and you're like, look, this year I'm going to lose 20 kilos. If one of those, and I've heard it happen, and I'm just like, well, how? Someone's out there to like better their life and look better and feel better, move better, etc. And then they've got their work colleagues like, why don't you travel so far to go to the gym, or why can't you? What's to you? At least this person is out there trying to achieve what they want to achieve. At least they're having a crack. No matter how ludicrous a goal sounds or whatever, I always give the thumbs up, because at least someone's out there having a crack. And even if it is unrealistic and it's with reference to fitness, I am pretty honest. I'm like, look, you're pushing the boundaries here of realism, but you should train and attempt, just like I mentioned before, you should attempt to get to that point. And even if you only lose 5 kilos less, that's still a fantastic achievement. All right, so this is my last point, and it's all well and good to give you all these theories, but you need to map out your goals in a very realistic and like easy to understand way. There's heaps of times I've written out like a goal sheet, and I'm like, what did I even write? So what I've done this year is I've gone into an Excel spreadsheet, and I've just got all the months listed obviously in order, and I've just put my goal for the month next to the month. So there's that. And I actually picked this up from just one of the most magnificent things in Hollywood right now is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whether you agree or not. And what they do is they map out apparently they've got like a whiteboard covered in ideas for where to go, and like 20 to 25 movies listed with the dates and everything. Already, but at like comic book events and stuff or movie events, they always have like, this is the slate for like the next 2 years. But my point is that they have a plan and they know where they're going, and you should too. So for the year 2018, Excel spreadsheet, you can even do it on a friggin' sheet of paper, on a Word document, whatever you like. Have everything you want out in front of you, like Jan, Feb, March, April, May, whatever, and then put the goal for the month next to it. So if you want to lose 15 to 20 kilos for the year, you could put down like, I'm going to go down a dress size this month. You can even do it for 2 months, like Jan, Feb, down a dress size, beautiful. You can even be a bit more objective with it, like I'm going to lose 5 kilos over the next month, which is not hard. Like really, with sound and adequate programming and nutrition, these things aren't hard to achieve. Hope you guys found those tips informative and you're more motivated to reach your goals in 2018. We're back on Jan 2. So in the meantime, stay heroic, TTFN, ta for now.